Hey everybody, it's Robot here from Vespa Motorsport here in San Diego, scooterwest.com for all things Vespa mail order. What do I got here? Oh, these are Vespas. Of course they're Vespas. What's unique about them all? Well, they've all have been in some sort of tip over or crash. I just want to go over a real quick tip on if you have just some minor scratches on your cowl. That's not minor there, but you could put a sticker kit over it, cover it up. The other option is repaint the scooter, and that's what all these scooters are in here for, various levels of crash repairs. So I got this GTS 250 Super. You can see the customer just doesn't care. It was in a pretty good wreck. Customer still rides it a lot. I quoted him a complete new frame. Believe it or not, complete frames are available from Piaggio in many of the painted colors. So for something with this much damage, especially the crease that's underneath this little flap, you'd be better off with a new frame. For the next two scooters, these two blue beauties, you got an LX 150IE. This will be simple repairs in our in-house paint shop. We would sand that down, replace some of the parts. You can see I'm in the process of doing an insurance crash estimate for this bike. So I have blue tape indicating the damage because I need to send an insurance company some photos. Soon I'm going to have a whole video on how to do a complete paint job on your modern or vintage Vespa. I think our vintage Vespa P200 restoration video covered some of that as well, jumping off subject. Again, Primavera, this is a pretty new one, I think a 2018. Unfortunately, it had a little tip over. Less damage than that LX, but pretty easy repair. The unfortunate thing with the rear end, to do a professional paint job on these scooters, you would paint this whole entire cowl. You could do it at the seam or do both sides. I tend to like doing it both sides because you have a perfect match. You can never perfectly match paint, but you'd have a perfect seam. You won't see two different shade variations, especially if it's an older scooter where the paint's been faded. And this next Primavera here, kind of funny, it didn't really get any body damage, but unfortunately it rear-ended a car pretty hard. The steering is all bound up. You can't really turn it. If you measure the wheel to the body, you'll find that the front wheel is about an inch or 25 millimeters closer to the body compared to a normally functioning Sprint. So this scooter will need both a steering stem and a new OEM replacement front fender, and that's a painted part. So you just replace the fork, replace the fender, bleed the brakes, send the customer on their way. Actually, that repair's pretty inexpensive considering all we need to do is replace OEM parts, and they didn't damage the scooter, didn't go over when it rear-ended the car. The last one here is kind of a sad story. It's been a long-time customer. It's had this original P200. It was stolen, and somebody went to town with the poor thing. So it's going to be a little bit more than a fender. The customer wants to have the bike to look like new again, so this is going to be a full restoration. Several $1,000s will be invested into the scooter. Somebody stole it and just beat the crap out of it. I'll get to the point. Pretty sad, but customer's stoked about keeping it on the road. All right, on to the simple repairs, putting a sticker over it. So here we got a 2017 silver GTV 300. You can see it's pretty minor damage. Unfortunately, there is damage to the paint. That won't touch up very well. It is possible to touch it up. We do have touch-up paint. I have videos on the touch-up paint and how to do that. But the best solution for a scooter like this would be to replace that lower skirt, which is a OEM replacement part, and also the leg shield trim, 577 180 or 181, one of those two part numbers, and that's the silver trim. Pretty straightforward to replace. I have a video on replacing it with a black trim. But for this scooter, we're going to put the original Piaggio sticker kit that was intended for the 2000, early 2000s Vespa S125, S150. We got the Italian flag sticker, part number 605138M003. And the only sticker we're going to use out of this kit that happens to work very well for the GTS as well is the 3/4 mod target in the Italian colors. And you can see it mocked up on the Sprint. This is the best sticker out of all the sticker. You can see the four different sticker kits for the S150. This is the best sticker because it covers up the scratches. And if you overlay it right there, pretty much perfectly covers up all the damage on this metal cowl. This plastic part down here, like I said, that's a replaceable OEM part. That's factory painted, pretty simple to replace. You just order it, no big deal. But fixing this damage is much like any of those other Vespas that had much larger damage. Requires paint work, pretty much lots of money. So some pretty simple tools are needed to apply these style stickers. You want to have rubbing alcohol or some type of real light solvent. You want to wipe any of the wax or residue off the painted surface before you apply a sticker. Next, I got this spreader. This is a plastic spreader, part number ST-spreader. We have these available. It's a spreader that's normally used for body filler, but it works perfect for any type of die-cut vinyl sticker or any stickers in general. It puts a nice even pressure for spreading it. And last, I got masking tape right here. Kind of allows me to lay out a perfectly level line that I can work with. So first we'll just mock up where I want to have the sticker. I mean, you can see that's a little tab that's not going to be part of the sticker. You know, you don't want it going around a curve. You want it where it looks pretty good, and it happens on a GTS when a GTS falls over. Scratches, no scratches. I'd probably move this up maybe 10 millimeters, quarter inch, somewhere in there. And I'll go ahead and use some of the blue tape to kind of lay out a line. So that's kind of right where I want it. Nice thing about tape is it makes a nice straight line. And I'm not looking to be level, but I want to be parallel with this line right here. So something about right there to about right there. And if you really want to geek out, you can, yeah, it's got a little bit of arc, but that'd be fine. Just kind of get me pretty level. You could use some type of straight edge with a wax pencil. That would be something that would remove from the painted surface pretty easy to kind of mark it up. Then I'll use some rubbing alcohol on a clean rag. Oops, kind of a little bit more than I need. And just wipe down the surface that we're going to apply the sticker over. There's one minor little ding in there. I mean, you could technically go behind the scratches and pop it out, but I'll tell you the sticker is going to distract the look of these scratches quite a bit. Pretty much a good cover up. So with any of these vinyl die cut stickers, they have two layers to them. This is the adhesive layers, which is a thicker kind of paper. You want to carefully pull that back. Don't want to touch the adhesive all that much. And then the front is going to be the protective sticker, and that's with any die cut vinyl sticker. It's kind of set up like that. So kind of get a good mock up. You know, you could just tack this down just a little bit, and you can still lift it up and move it around. So kind of gives you a good, you know, just a little bit right there, and kind of verify this is where you want it. You only get the one chance, and I'm going to work this sticker on all the way up. You can pull back our masking tape, you know, kind of was underneath. Look to see if that looks good. Looks pretty parallel to me. And just go ahead and use a spreader to kind of work the sticker up in one direction. That's what I found. And if you do get a bubble, it's not the end of the world. You could always pull it back a little bit. Another technique with these stickers, I know a lot of the die cut vinyl guys, they'll use water behind the sticker, and that allows them to pull it back a little bit easier. So if you get a crease in it, you can always pull the sticker back a little bit very carefully and then rework the sticker. Again, kind of one direction. you know, you're working on a curve, so that always makes it difficult. If you were going on this curve, it'd be very difficult to apply the sticker. And like I said, if there's a bubble, it's not the end of the world. You can always pop the bubble with a little pin, and then use the squeezer, the squeegee, to push the air out of the little bubble. But see, there's a little bit of a crease right there. Kind of pull it back, stretch the sticker a little bit. It's a little hard to see through the tape. Get on the other side. And again, if you I'm sure you could search on YouTube. There's other people that do die cut vinyl stickers, you know, for cars or whatever, and they probably have some really good techniques. I know a lot of those shops, they'll use water behind the sticker to kind of help the sticker float on the surface a lot better. So now you can see we covered up the scratches on this GTV here. Looks a lot better. Don't need to look at the scratches in the paint job. Now you got the Italian flags. The other stickers that are included with this kit is a second roundel, or 3/4. 3 different sizes of additional targets. Largest size have the Vespa, and I think it includes 4 of the Italian flag stickers as well with the Vespa. So, you know, maybe on the back of the top case, this would be a cool little touch. Or if you had some other scratch somewhere underneath the Vespa badge, it works well. You could put the target, much like they have in the illustration, right on the leg shield, or whatever. Wherever you want an Italian flag, you got it. So I hope everybody liked that video. Signing out. This is Robot here from Vespa Motorsport here in San Diego. Follow us on Instagram, Vespa Motorsport, or you can follow me, Robot Vespa. We're also on Facebook. Check out our website, scooterwest.com. Until next time.